Greetings. This is Paul the Poke from PaulthePoke.com. Today's topic, we got some breaking news out of Turkey. The Turkish Lira is crashing. Turkey's President Recep Erdogan has fired the central bank chief, and the market is not responding well to this news. As of the open of trade on Sunday night in America, that'd be Monday morning in Turkey, the lira has dropped up to 15 to 17% against the dollar. There's big time concern this could lead to a recession in Turkey. Monday could be an interesting day in the markets, and sadly, this means more inflation for the people of Turkey. So I got this off of Twitter handle named Slow Flights, and lays out a pretty thoughtful case for what's going to happen in regards to the Turkish lira crashing. Most of Turkish corporate debts are in foreign currencies. So euro and dollar. Turkish government debt is in foreign currency, primarily euro, yen, and dollar. And combined with hyperinflation, it creates a perfect storm. So the middle class, the consumer of Turkey, is about to take a big time hit. Heavy industry imports, including raw materials, commodities such as steel traded in U.S. dollars, or industrial production equipment. Those things come from Germany or the United States, so they're traded in dollars or Deutschmarks. Turkey is a net energy importer. Again, that's traded in U.S. dollars. And unfortunately, Turkey has already spent the majority of its currency reserves. So they're in big time trouble. They have inflation. They don't have much money. And one of the interesting things, looking up, from point number 4, industrial production equipment from Germany, they had borrowed a lot of money from Germany, specifically Deutsche Bank. I don't know how that relationship's still going, but I know they owed them a whole bunch of money. Turkey owed Deutsche Bank a lot of money. I doubt they're going to loan them any more, especially now that their currency is worth less. A weak lira will dismantle the Turkish middle class and push them further into poverty. And consumer power will be further eroded. So think about it. Whoever has reserves, like if you have Turkish lira, you're not hanging on to that. You're going to sell that stuff and get rid of it. And if you don't have the ability to get rid of it, you're going to get rid of it as soon as you can. And that's going to push the lira and devalue it even more. So one of the things I've read that is taking place, especially in some emerging markets where these currencies are just runaway inflation, is the people are purchasing cryptocurrencies as a hedge against inflation. So it would not be surprising to see a little pop maybe in some cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin probably be the primary beneficiary. And I wouldn't, be interesting to see how far the Turkish lira will fall. Here's a chart. So you can see it's been as high as about 8.5. Right now it's about 8.2, 8.3 for the sake of this discussion at the time of the post. And some people think technically this thing can break out upwards as high as 10 to 12. So even if it just goes to 10, move from 8 to 10, that'd be 2 points. That's a 25% move. And that the cost of goods are not going to go up just 25%. Just think about a loaf of bread. Your loaf of bread is going to cost a lot more. Medicine's going to cost more. Gas to run your vehicle, electricity, clothing items, basic goods are going up big time in price, and they've already been going up. So you can see this. I mean, even from say the beginning of 2020, it's when it was like 6 lira to $1, just to move from 6 to 8, that's a 33% move. I mean, can you imagine what that would do here in the United States if our currency would be devalued anywhere from 25 to 33% in a year's time? I mean, things would get expensive in a hurry. I mean, and it's going to be more than 33%. But could you imagine gas, $3 a gallon, 33% move? And again, it's going to be way more than that. That's a $4 gallon of gas if the ratio is consistent, and it won't be. So these folks are really going to hurt in Turkey. Many reasons to watch Turkey as a key player in Bible prophecy. Turkey's going to be part of a coalition led by Russia, along with Iran and others, and they're going to invade Israel from the north at some point in the future. That's something that was written by Ezekiel, 700 years before Christ. So, I mean, that's 2,700 years ago. And you drop these modern names on where they settled and look, or you drop these ancient names where they settled on a modern day map, and it points to modern day Turkey. And recent history tells us that Turkey's President Erdogan, he responds to financial crisis with military aggression. So somebody's likely to get attacked. Now, my guess would be it's probably going to be the Kurds, going to claim them to be terrorists again and go after them in what is northern Syria, northern Iraq. It's just his history. And again, this will be coming out later in the week. I've got an article. This came out of the Jerusalem Post talking about how Russia, Turkey, and Iran are growing closer together, of all things, because of President Biden's comments about Putin being a killer. So they're going to unite over that, which the logistics of that and how they come together and all the weave that is, or the web that has been weaved between that group's pretty interesting, but we'll talk about that at another time. But, you know, historically, this is a group of brothers that descended from Noah and Japheth. And Ezekiel 38, verses 1 through 3, we're going to focus on, Son of man, set your face toward Gog of the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And then verse 6 from chapter 38, Gomer and all his hordes, Beth Dagarma, from the uttermost parts of the north with all his hordes, many peoples are with you. Magog was the son of Japheth. Get that from Genesis 10, verse 2. The sons of Japheth were Gomer and Magog and Madai and Yavon and Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrus. I mean, so, you know, just looking at those names, those ancient names where they settled, Magog, Russia, Gomer, Tubal, Meshech, modern-day Turkey, Madai and Yavon, modern-day Greece. And who's in our news today in the 21st century? Turkey and Greece are sideways with each other. Turkey's drawing closer to Iran and Russia, as prophesied in this prophecy from Ezekiel 2,700 years ago. So I think we want to pay attention to it. At any rate, appreciate you guys following along. If you're interested, please feel free to share with others at PaulthePoke.com. Also, if you want to be a subscriber to the to the post, type in your email address here in the gray box, hit subscribe. You'll receive notification every time we put something out. And this will be categorized under Ezekiel 38, 39. Click on this link. We've got articles going back at least 7 years. This thing's been building for quite a while. I don't think we're quite there yet. I think some of the oil and gas trade coming out of Israel needs to be in place. Pipelines built and operational and distributing oil and gas. Then I think Russia and friends will come calling. Could be wrong about that, but we'll find out. Also, this is under prophecy and trend update and keywords: Erdogan, Turkey, Lira, US dollars. So appreciate you guys following along. Have a good evening. We'll be watching this story. It's going to take some time to unfold, but it will have an impact on the people of Turkey, and there'll be some kind of response. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.